All right, Ajna Chakra. Go ahead and sit up tall. Palms onto your lap for Dhyana Mudra. Shoulders down the back. Take a moment here to connect, to ground. Track your body for sensation. Be aware of the pressure, the temperature, the tension. Deliberately bring breath down into the body. Being also cognizant of both the physical body and the subtle body that exists within the nadis, the Sushumna, the Ida, the Pingala, the ways in which these invisible pathways work together, intersect, kind of like the fascia in our body. And just like the fascia, these invisible pathways can get congested because of a decrease of prana or an overabundance. And this congestion can cause those blockages that can keep us stuck in limiting beliefs and trauma, in old learned behaviors, samskaras. And so we can use the body as a way to get a sense of where some of this energy can be blocked or stuck and what its association might be beyond the body, emotionally, psychologically. So bring your awareness straight down into the Muladhara chakra at the very base of your spine. You're going to extend the arms out, coming into Gyan Mudra. The thumb and the index finger touch. The other 3 fingers extend. The arms are straight. And I'll let the shoulders relax. Down in that Muladhara chakra, the color is red, the element is earth, and the bija mantra is Lam. And so we're going to take an Om Lam Namaha, and you're going to bring that vibration straight down into the Muladhara chakra. So take a deep breath in. Om Lam Namaha. Just allow yourself a moment just to let that vibration just clear some of the energy, stimulate into that part of the subtle body. And then place your palms back into Dhyana, the right hand on top of the left, thumbs touching. Bring your awareness down into the Svadhisthana chakra. The color here is orange. Element is water. And the bija mantra is Vam. And so we'll take an Om Vam Namaha. Take a deep breath in. Om Vam Namaha. And now you'll place your palms into prayer with the fingertips pointing forward. And then you're going to cross the thumbs, the right thumb on top of the left. And you're going to bring your hands right into the solar plexus above your navel. Solar plexus is the Manipura chakra. The color is yellow, and the bija mantra is Ram. So take a deep breath in. Om Ram Namaha. And from here, you're going to take your left hand, place it onto your knee with the thumb and index finger touching. Again, Gyan Mudra. Bend that elbow slightly. With your right hand, you're going to place it in front of your heart center with the palm facing up. Thumb and index finger come together. We're focusing on the Anahata chakra. Here the color is green, the element is air, and the bija mantra is Yam. Take a deep breath in. Om Yam Namaha. And now you're going to bring your hands down by your stomach, and you're going to interlace your fingers Your interlaced fingers, though, you slide the fingers in so the fingers face up rather than down. So you can look at the fingertips. The palms are open wide. The thumbs come together, more circular. This is the mudra for the Visuddha chakra. The Visuddha chakra is right in the throat. The color is blue. The element is sound. And the mantra, the bija mantra, is hum. Take a deep breath in. Oh, wait a second. Exhale that out. No, actually that is correct. Hum. Take a deep breath in. Om Hum Namaha. Take a breath. And now from here, you're going to bring your palms back into prayer again with the middle finger facing forward. You're going to bend those knuckles. So now the knuckles of the 3 fingers touch, but the middle fingers the tips stay touching and pointing forward. The thumb tips connect. And now you're going to turn the fingers upward. All right. Your thumbs are right at the lower part of the breast. Like your thumbs should fall into the hollow right where your rib cage is. This represents the Ajna chakra. The color here is indigo. The element is light. And the bija mantra is Om. So take a deep breath in. And then finally, you're going to release the hands, interlace your fingers, pinkies point up, thumbs touch. You're going to bring your hands directly in front of the belly. Sorry, I had the interlace wrong. And sit up tall, eyes closed. You're going to bring your awareness directly to the top of the head, to the Sahasrara chakra, which is the culmination of the work that we've been doing these past many weeks, moving up the rainbow ladder from matter into consciousness. The Sahasrara chakra, the color is violet. The element is consciousness. And the bija mantra is silence. It's here at the very top of the head where we begin to develop a rapport with the divine that is beyond ordinary human consciousness. It's where we begin to not just understand our true self, but to activate that knowing in all that we do, all that we say, all that we create, where we begin to experience God within and within all. And in knowing that true self and feeling the interdependency that exists, this sense of unity for each other, for this planet, for animals, becomes secondary in our awareness, or rather, becomes primary, becomes at the forefront of our awareness. There is no separation. There is only oneness. So allow this area of your subtle body to expand, to receive. And then you're going to bring your hands up over your head. Your palms, the base of the palms touch. The pinky and the thumbs come together. The other fingers open wide and the knuckles are slightly bent to represent the lotus that grows from the mud, reminding us of the messiness of our own very human experience, the density the ways in which it's fertile and fecund, challenging, abundant. And that from that density, from that messiness, we evolve. And in that spiritual maturation, we begin to embrace mystical awareness, transcendent ideas, sacred interpretation. And we feel into the blessings that exists, body, mind, and spirit, and are filled with gratitude for the privilege of being. And then bring your hands down into Anjali Mudra at the center of your chest, keeping your awareness on the Sahasrara chakra. Calling in the God of your own unique understanding, we ask, may this practice be an opportunity to expand our own awareness so that we can see beyond reason and feel the interdependency that exists. And as a result of feeling into this oneness, the choices that we make going forward, may they be mindful and loving and compassionate and empathetic. May we recognize the responsibility that we have to this planet, to each other, to love big and to serve well, and to show up each and every moment to the best of our ability in love, with a deep respect for the complexities of the human experience and the recognition that we are all children of God, doing the best we can with what little we know, based on our own trauma and the tools that we have or don't have available to us at any given time. We ask to live into that level of grace. We ask for peace within and for all. And then together we offer this blessing with one single Om. Take a deep breath in. And then release your hands and find your way into downward facing dog. Fingers spread wide, arms reach, heels descend. Take some deep breaths. And so we're going to riff off of Tuesday's practice, which really my intention in working into the Sahasrara chakra is to move through in the sequence all the different chakras, just clearing some of the stagnation, opening up that energy. The sequence itself will be designed to lead us towards some variation of Padmasana, lotus pose, so that at the end of this practice, we can take some time to meditate together in silence. Take a breath, stretch it back, and then walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Hands to the hips. Flat back to stand. Palms at the heart. Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, top of a push-up. Either put your knees down or lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. And exhale, downward dog, and breathe. So take into consideration everything that you've learned over the last couple months. Focusing on the sensation in your body, noticing any reactivity, distractions, dissociation, utilizing the breath, always remembering, of course, that you have agency in your practice. You decide how deep you go, what breaks to take. Always observing, though, what's happening within your mind, whether the choices that you make are done from a place of compassion or if you are experiencing judgment, self-beat. Let the practice be a mirror that reflects back to you the places within yourself that are disconnected from your true self. Stretch it back And then walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up all the way, arms reach. And exhale, palms at the heart. Again, follow the breath count. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breaths. At the end of the exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up all the way and reach. And exhale, palms at the heart. One more time on your own. Begin when you're ready. Hold downward dog when you get there. Step your right foot forward, stay on the ball of the back foot, come up onto the fingertips, bend your right knee. Keep your back leg nice and straight and pull your chest forward. Take 3 deep breaths. Just opening up some energy into that first and second chakra, impacting the legs and the pelvis. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Keep your back leg lifted. You're going to keep your left hand down. Inhale, the right arm up. Pull the sternum forward so you're making a twist, but your left knee is not on the floor. Opening up into the third and the fourth chakras. If you're looking up at your right thumb, if the drishti point is at the thumb or the ceiling, you're also opening up into the cervical spine, impacting the 5th chakra. Exhale, both hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Take a breath. Left foot forward, stay on the ball of the back foot. Chest forward, back leg is straight. Keep your right hand down, bring your left arm up. Chest forward. Just warming up the spine, warming up some of the gross musculature. Exhale, both hands down. Step back, downward dog. Come down onto your knees, come down onto your forearms, interlace your fingers. Stay on your elbows and forearms. Lift your butt back up. Walk your feet in a little bit. Push down into the forearms. Allow the ears to come along the inner upper arms. Then if you can, descend the heels down, opening up into that 4th chakra. It's also an inversion, so it brings a lot of pressure, blood, fluid into the brain, stimulating both the pineal and the pituitary gland as well as the hypothalamus. So this connects us with our 6th and the 7th chakra as well. Come down onto your knees. Come back onto all fours. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of the exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come on up to stand. Reach. And exhale, palms right at the heart. Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward, back foot flat. Press into the feet, bend the knee, tailbone in, arms reach and stretch. Exhale, both hands down. You step back into plank position and lower. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, come on up all the way. Keep the knee bent, arms reach. Exhale, both hands down. Step it back, lower. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. So in the same way that Surya Namaskara B stimulates the respiration, the circulation, it also affects the chi, the prana flow through the body. Take a breath, stretch it back. At the end of the exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up, separate your feet hips width apart, grab a hold of the big toes. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Release the neck and breathe. Use your arms. Let the shoulders pull away from the neck. Tops of the thighs press back. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Hands to the hips, flat back to stand. Notice the shift of energy. Give yourself a moment. Palms right at the heart. Surya Namaskara B. One more time. Follow the breath. Bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale. Exhale. Go through the vinyasa. Go to side 2 on your own. And hold downward dog when you get there. At the end of the exhale, stretch it back, and then walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up. Separate your feet hips width apart. Slide your hands underneath the feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Just feeling into the hamstrings. Targeting that first chakra. Inhale, look up. Release the feet, hands to the hips, flat back to stand. Feet together. Just come into Tadasana. Take a breath. Palms at the heart. You're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, step open to the side. Arms out to the sides, feet spread. Legs are about 5.5 feet apart. You're going to turn your left foot out, your right foot in. Left heel lines up with the right arch. Feet press, thighs lift. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to hinge at that left hip. The left hand comes onto the shin, ankle, or you can put the hand on the block or onto the floor. Right arm straight up. Press down into the ground, so feel those roots. Draw your tailbone in. Spin the right rib cage open and draw the left shoulder down the back. The gaze is up at the thumb or at the ceiling, and breathe. So I'm going to give you a sequence that's just going to target going all the way from the first until we get to the crown. Bringing prana, stimulation, blood, fluid into the vortices and the associated body parts. Look down, press into the feet, lead with the right hand, and inhale, come up to stand and switch sides. Turn that right foot out, take a deep breath in, and exhale, right hand onto the floor, shin or ankle, left arm straight up to the ceiling. Shoulders down the back, press down into the feet, into the block, lengthen through the side body, gaze up at the thumb. Look down, inhale, come up to stand, turn your right foot in, hands onto the hips. Inhale, lift your chest, exhale, fold all the way forward, fingertips onto the floor. You can take your, actually you don't need your block here. Fingertips on the floor, you inhale, look up, exhale, walk your hands between your legs, keep your elbows bent, palms flat, relax the head and neck. Shoulders away from the floor, and just breathe into the hamstrings. Keep the quads engaged and breathe. Inhale, look up. Walk your hands forward, hands onto the hips, flat back to stand. You're going to bring your feet all the way together, coming into Tadasana. And then from here, standing on your left foot, you're going to bring your right foot as high up into the thigh as you can. The right knee presses open and the right foot and thigh move inward towards each other. Keep the left rib cage back. Bring your arms up over your head. Find a focal point. And again, focusing on that first chakra, we're working towards grounding, rooting, centering, feeling our place upon this world, feeling the solidity, the stability. Release the arms, release the leg. Switch sides. Left foot comes into that right thigh. The foot and thigh press inward towards each other. Inhale, the arms up over your head. Keep the right rib cage open. Find a focal point and breathe. If you need to use a wall, totally appropriate. You can do what I did on Tuesday, using that block up against the knee, against the wall. And then release. Step back to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Right heel lines up with the left arch. Right knee is directly on top of the ankle. You want to bend that knee a little bit deeper, arms reaching. So you want to always find whatever your edge is. I'm staying above 90 degrees so I can talk to you. But if you want to actually feel into this, you want to go as deep as possible. You know when you've gone too far is when the outside edge of that back foot lifts up off the floor. You always want to maintain the stability of that back leg, the back foot, and then go into the sensation as we begin to target both within the first and the second chakra, right in the pelvis, the hip area. Take 2 more very deep breaths. Go in a little bit deeper. Take another deep breath in. Then exhale, put your right forearm on top of your right thigh, left hand to the hip. Hold here. Either stay here, or those of you who can, take your right hand and put it on the floor or onto a block next to the foot. Open up the rib cage. Left arm comes up and then out over the ear, looking underneath the arm towards the ceiling if you can. Otherwise, look down or sideways. And breathe into your right hip. Left arm up, look down, both hands down onto the ground, come up onto the ball of the back foot, step back, top of a push-up, and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Feet press, left knee presses open. Tailbone draws in. The spine is long. The shoulders roll down the back. Arms reach. Go in a little bit deeper if you can. Take 2 more deep breaths. Take another deep breath in. Exhale the left forearm on top of the left quad, right hand to the right hip. Either stay here or take your left hand down onto the floor or onto your block. Right arm up, right arm out over the ear. Right arm up, look down, both hands down. Come up onto the ball of the right foot, then step back, top of a push-up, and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Heels descend. Tops of the thighs press back. At the end of the exhale, walk or jump your feet to your hands. Inhale, look up. Keep your feet together. Bend your knees a little bit. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Stretch the arms straight. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, press the legs straight if you can. Bend your knees a little bit. Release the arms, fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Hands to the hips. Flat back. Come up to stand. I'm going to step to the side so I can face the camera. I'm also going to grab a strap here. You can stay to the front of the mat though, if you want. Feet together, squeeze your right knee into your chest. Now, if you know that your hamstrings are tight, you're just going to place your right hand onto your right knee. Excuse me, and then I'll instruct you in a moment. Everyone else, you're going to take that strap and you're going to wrap it around the foot and straighten the leg forward. Now hold the strap with one hand, your right hand, left hand to the hip. You're going to take a deep breath in and you're going to exhale, open your right leg to the right, pushing through the heel. Now, if your knee is bent, you're just going to hold that knee with that hand and open the leg to the side. You can also do this with holding the big toe. Bring the leg forward. Squeeze your right knee in and release. Come back into Tadasana. Switch sides. So squeeze your left knee in. Make sure that bottom foot is straight. Left hand on the knee, you hold there for a moment, or use your strap or grab the big toe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten that left leg. And then open the left leg to the left, or keep the knee bent and open the leg to the left. Right hand to the hip. Bring the leg forward. Squeeze that left knee in and release. From here, you're going to step open, feet about 4.5 feet apart. Turn that left foot out. Turn your back toes in 45 degrees. Internally rotate so you're facing, in my case, the back of the mat. Take a deep breath. Exhale, fold over your straight right leg, fingertips onto the floor, or you can put your right hand onto a block, either to the inside of the foot or to the outside. I'm going to grab my block so you can see that. I'm going to put my block to the outside. Right hand onto the block. Left hip pulls back. Chest comes forward. And then let's make the twist. Breathing deep into the Manipura chakra. Look down. Inhale, come up to stand. You're going to turn that left foot in, that right foot out. Take the block with you. Exhale, that right hand down onto the block, either to the inside or to the outside. The right hip pulls back, chest forward, and then you bring that right arm to the ceiling. Look down. Inhale, slowly come all the way to standing. Turn that right foot in. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, fold. Bringing us into that fourth chakra. Inhale, slowly come up to stand. Step up to the front of the mat. Palms right at the heart. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward, stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale to crescent. Palms into prayer. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hook the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Press down into that right thigh. Open the chest. Palms press. If you can, left hand down, right arm straight up. Pull the sternum forward. Breathe here. Exhale, both hands down. Step it back. Lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot forward, stay on the ball of the back foot. Inhale to crescent. Palms at the heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hook your right elbow to the outside. Palms press. Open the chest. If you can, right hand comes down, left arm reaches, chest opens. Exhale, both hands down. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Come down onto your knees, crawl forward to the front of the mat. You're going to stand up onto the shins. If you know you're tight in your lower back, curl the toes under. Now we're going to open up into the heart chakra. Thighs roll in, tailbone in. Take a deep breath and then exhale. Bring your hands onto your heels. Chest lifts, chin comes forward, and then head and neck releases back. Inhale, come up, extend your toes away, and then sit your buttocks down onto your heels. Turn your palms upward, a gesture of receptivity. Let the shoulders relax. Close your eyes. Come back up onto the shins. Toes either curled under or extend away. Tail in. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, drop it back, hips forward. Head and neck releases. Inhale, slowly come up, but either onto the heels or if you can, bring your buttocks between the heels. Palms turn up, spine is long. Breathe. Inhale, come up. One more time. Tail in. Chest up, hips forward, hands back, chin forward, then head releases. Inhale, come up. From here, you're going to bring your big toes to touch, hands to the floor, separate your knees a bit, and then come into child's pose with the forehead touching either the floor or put it on a block, arms forward with the palms up. Just allowing that third eye center to make a connection with the earth beneath you, the Ajna chakra. Inhale, come on up. You're going to bring your knees together, shift your weight to the side, and now you're going to come into Upavista Konasana, so spread leg forward bend. The legs are spread, the feet press. I'm going to keep my hands on a block in front of me. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, you're going to slide the block forward. You can also just have your hands onto the floor, or you can even use the block and rest your forehead onto the block. If you want to experience this in a way that's more restorative. And so just close your eyes here. I'm going to prep the legs as we move towards whatever variation of Padmasana is appropriate for your body, so that we can really move into our seat. But while you're here, each week on Thursdays, I invite you to reflect upon the shadow of the particular chakra. In this case, it's attachment, and our 6 realms. The 6 realms are the financial realm, the sexual realm, the physical realm, the emotional realm, the mental realm, and the spiritual realm. And these are questions that you can unpack more later. In the meantime, just see how it feels in your body. The first question is, I am attached financially because. The next part of that question is, I learned this from. The next part of that question is, this feels. And I act. So I am attached financially because I learned this from, this feels, I act. Inhale, come on up. You're going to bring your legs together, bend the knees, and place the feet into Baddha Konasana. Roll the feet open. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Close your eyes. And so we just go up the realms then in this questioning. So I am attached sexually because I learned this from. This feels, I act. So what are your attachments in the sexual realm? What are your attachments in the physical realm? What are your attachments in the mental realm? Or the emotional realm? The spiritual realm? Where did you learn about these attachments? How does it make you feel? And how do these attachments cause you to act? Inhale, come on up. And then bring your knees together. Take a moment here. And from here, we're going to move towards full lotus. Before we do, though, I'm going to turn to the side to stretch out that hip a bit. Cross your right ankle above your left knee. Bring your left heel in close to you. Hands are behind you. Palms are either flat or you can come up onto the fingertips, which helps to elevate the sternum. Allow the right knee to draw forward. Walk the hands in a little closer. Press the arms straighter. And allow that right femur bone to move towards the front of your mat. And take some deep breaths into your right hip, the hip flexors, the piriformis. All of those attachments that are deep within the gluteus and into the pelvis. And then release it. Switch sides. The left ankle crosses above your right knee. You want to draw that right foot in. Arms are straight or straighter. Left knee forward. Chest lifts. Deep breaths. And then release it. I'm going to turn around and face forward again. So now we're going to move towards some variation of full lotus. Now, of course, you can bring your left heel towards your hip and cross your right foot in front of the left shin. That might be your variation for today. You can also, if you'd prefer, come into double pigeon, keeping that right shin on top of the left, the feet flexed. You can also use a block to support your right knee or blankets. Or you're going to put your feet onto the floor. I'm going to teach it to you the way that it was taught to me by Eric Schiffman, the chill way. I always like this. It's very relaxed, but it seems to be effective. It's a little counterintuitive when you're someone like myself who really appreciates the fundamentals of alignment, especially for safety. But for whatever reason, this feels accessible to some. You're going to straighten that left leg out, and notice even my left leg is just kind of flopping to the side. It's not engaged. I'm going to bring that right knee in. I'm going to grab a hold of the side of the right foot. I'm going to take my right hand, slide underneath and grab the ankle. I'm going to pull the foot up slightly. I'm now going to hold my right heel, and I'm going to turn my right foot at the ankle joint so I can see more of the sole of my foot. My back is rounded, and I'm going to slide my foot as high up towards the top of the thigh as possible. Laying the foot onto that crease, and then using my right hand, just gently slide it down the inner thigh more. So this widens the femur away from the pelvis, and this might allow the knee to drop down. Now I'm going to put my hands behind me and just kind of chill. And now I'm going to bend my left knee and I'm going to slide my left heel upward. Just kind of walk it over towards my right knee. And then I'm going to lean forward. All right. Now I'm in half lotus here. This might be completely fine for your body for now. I'm going to slide my foot down my inner thigh even a little bit more. This is more of a turn on the ankle joint, but it releases the knee. Now I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to hold my left foot, and I'm going to keep my left heel up against the right shin, and then just slide the foot over the shin and ankle, and find my way into full lotus. And so maybe perhaps you're able to find your way in. Chest lifts, come into Gyan Mudra. Take a moment here. So if you know this chant, you can recite it along with me. Om Bor Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devyasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Take a moment here. Yesterday someone asked me what the translation of this was. There's a couple of different translations. Vivekananda translates this to, we meditate on the splendor of that being who produced this universe. May he enlighten our minds. Another translation I really like is, in earth, sky, and heaven, I do meditate in and sustain myself in the beauty of God, who shines in the splendor of the sun. And then you're going to release. Slowly bring that left foot down. And then the right foot. And then bring the knees together, feet onto the ground. Take a moment if you need just to stretch out the ankle joints. And then bring your right leg forward. You're going to reach underneath, grab hold of that left heel or shin or ankle. Right hand grabs to the outside of the foot. My back is rounded here. I'm kind of relaxed. I'm going to turn the foot so I can see the sole of the foot. That right knee already starts to drop downward towards the floor. I'm going to take that foot, slide it as high up onto the thigh as I can, and then deliberately slide it further down the thigh so it's widening that left knee away. Then I'm going to bring my hands behind me and kind of relax. And then I'm going to bend that right knee and drag the right heel towards where my left knee is. And then I'm going to lean forward. I'm going to grab the foot. And I'm going to very gently keep that right heel up against the shin. I'm going to slide that heel over so I'm crossing at the ankles. And maybe you're in some variation of this. And then again, come into Gyan Mudra. Arms straight. Thumb and index finger connect. The other fingers extend forward. Shoulders down the back. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed, but bring your awareness to the third eye center, the Ajna Chakra. And then bring your awareness to the very top of the head, to the Sahasrara Chakra. And either recite with me or receive this mantra. Om Bor Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devyasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bor Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devyasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bor Bhurvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devyasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. In earth, sky, and heaven, I do meditate in and sustain myself in the beauty of God, who shines in the splendor of the sun. Satnam, Satnam, Satnam. Thou art that. And then release, feet onto the floor. Stretch the ankles out. And then extend both legs straight out in front of you. Reach underneath your buttocks, pull the flesh back. Inhale, arms reach. And exhale, fold. Grab what you can. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. And then inhale, slowly roll all the way out until you're lying flat onto your back. And then if it's appropriate for you for today, you're going to bring your legs up over your head, support your lower back, and then come into shoulder stand. If you need to use blankets, utilize those blankets, which I would highly recommend. You can also just come into halasana or even have a chair behind you so your legs rest on the chair. If you're not coming into shoulder stand, you can come into Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of the feet together, the knees apart. And so the chanting that we did was to stimulate into that 5th chakra. Shoulder stand helps to feed into the 6th and the 7th. So you can begin to understand the genius of these practices, the way in which they're sequenced. Of course, there's biological benefits, strength, flexibility, increased mobility, etc. But on the subtle body, it's doing its own toning, strengthening, regulating, stimulating, impacting not just our physical health and wellness, because we know that a decrease in stress has an effect on the hormonal system, is going to have an effect on the immune system. But it also helps to still and quiet the mind. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. And it is through this stilling that we begin to feel into the space within the silence, between the thoughts. And it's there, beyond ego identification, that we begin to really know our true self. A true self that is beyond identity, external validation, the social masks we wear. Go ahead and lower your legs down over your head. Bend your knees down by your ears. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the knees together. And then if you're in Karnapandasana with your knees down by your ears, you want to gently begin to roll out until you're on your back, and then everyone squeeze your knees into your chest. Keep your right knee squeezed in and extend your left leg forward. Drop your right knee over your left, and then reach the right arm out. Look towards the right arm. And then switch. Squeeze the right knee in. Extend the right leg forward. Squeeze the left knee in. And then drop your left leg over the right, making a twist. Extend the left arm out. Look towards that left arm. And then squeeze your left knee back in. And then release. And find your way into Shavasana. And get as comfortable here on the floor as you can with your eyes closed. Feeling into the affirmation, I am a child of God, and all that that means. I am a child of God. I am illuminated presence. I am aligned with Source. My soul is illuminated. My prayers are heard. God is within. I am blessed. I am beloved. We are one. Let everything go. Let your whole body soften. And rest. attention back to your breath. Inhale and reach your arms up over your head. Get a good stretch. And you're going to squeeze your knees into your chest. Roll to your right side. And sit up tall. And place your one hand over your heart center. You're going to take 2 fingers. You're going to bring your fingers straight down into the Muladhara chakra and just apply pressure at the base of the perineum and say, I am. Bring those 2 fingers straight up to the lower part of your abdomen and say, I feel. Bring your fingers to the Manipura chakra, right at the solar plexus, and say, I do. Your fingers to the heart center, I love. To the throat chakra, I speak. To the third eye center, I see. And to the crown of the head, I understand. And do that one more time. I am, I feel, I do, I love, I speak, I see, I understand. Place your palms into Dhyana Mudra, thumbs touch, eyes closed. As you ground down, lengthen the spine. Keep your eyes closed, but turn your eyeball straight up to the Ajna chakra. Allow that space to expand. And bring your awareness to the crown of the head, the Sahasrara chakra. And let's just take 1 minute together in silence. Just basking in the power of the subtle body. The beauty of our physical body. And the mystery of it all. And then bring your palms into Anjali Mudra. And together we take another very deep breath in. Exhale it out through the mouth. And we close this practice by giving thanks to God for everything. For the whole of our body, for all the resources we have access to, the air we breathe, the food we eat, for the animals and nature, and the brilliance of the stars and the planets, the cosmos beyond. We give thanks for the presence and support of each other, to all the people in our life, our family, our friends, all the ways in which people have crossed our path and have taught us well. We honor them for their inclusion in our life, and we make a commitment that we will keep doing our inner work, understanding our shadow self, opening ourselves to all aspects of our own humanity with humility, with understanding, and with grace, so that we can come to know our true self. And in knowing our true self, we know each other as bound as infinitely united. And in embracing this oneness, we ask, may we serve and do all that we can to create a world for all that is free, liberated, just, equal, fair, and peaceful. May it be so. Blessed be. And then we offer this blessing with one single Om. Take a deep breath in. And then lower your chin to your chest. Open your eyes and inhale. Come up. Thank you so much for class. Namaste.